Howdy and welcome to the MrMaple Show. Happy 2026. Can't believe it. It's Happy New Year's, y'all. It's 2026 already. I mean, it feels like I just got used to putting 2025 on everything, and now it's 2026. Guys, today is the 10 at 10. We're going to talk about 10 of the trees that get listed at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for January 1st of 2026.
Yeah, man, we haven't seen these guys since last year, man. So bringing in the New Year's. Thanks for watching us today, guys. And, you know, starting that New Year's with a bang. We got some awesome trees to show off today, guys. I think we're going to start off with this Acer Oliveranum Mystic Jewel.
Yeah, Mystic Jewel. This is an Acer Oliveranum that leaves out in the early spring with some really nice shades of purple, goes to some nice shades of olive green, but the new growth flushes in the summer get that nice lavender color on them again. It's very mystical, and that's where it gets the name of Mystic Jewel.
Yeah, I mean, the colors that you see in this one are really nuanced. It's a pretty fast grower too. This is a cool one, man. You got that Oliveranum hybridization, and you can see that in the shape of the leaves, man. I love watching this one kind of change as the seasons go through. Really dynamic, beautiful leaf.
Yeah, in Europe, they list this as an Acer palmatum, but that Oliveranum is clearly has that influence. The leaf reminds you of hot blonde. It's vigorous. It's got that vigor to it. Real beautiful tree for the landscape. Y'all, we're going to be talking about 10 of the 20 trees getting listed today. And if you told your wife, you know, hey, I'm not buying more trees this year, that was last year. That was yesterday. So don't worry. We're on the new year. You can buy trees again. Guys, Acer Oliveranum Mystic Jewel, though, awesome one to grab on today's 10 at 10. Got some good sized 1 gallons for you today.
Guys, coming with some more heat, we got Acer Palmatum Jiro shidare.
Now, Jiro shidare is a selection by Kobayashi Mumijin in Japan. It was named after the elder statesman Jiro Kobayashi at Kobayashi Mumijin. It's got a nice cascading weeping habit. It's said to have been a seedling from Nakakamoto weeping, that tree that's 400 to 600 years old there at a temple in Japan. This one has a really nice arching habit and goes some nice shades of yellows and oranges.
Yeah, I just love this one, named after Jiro Kobayashi out in Japan. And I just think this is so cool, because just seeing a large specimen like this one, we have one at Buckholtz that is a kind of an older multi-graft, such a dynamic looking tree throughout each season. And yeah, you can see that Nakakamoto weeping influence for sure.
Now, Ryusen is actually a seedling from Jiro shidare. So it's got a great lineage, being its parent is Nakakamoto weeping and its son is Ryusen. It's an amazing plant you need to have in your landscape as well. Makes a great container plant, and that arching weeping habit with that palmate leaf gives it a very soft feel out there in the landscape.
Yeah, I just love how this one cascades, man. Staking this one up is going to do you some justice, man. Anytime that you can just kind of see the dramatic weeping habit of these varieties, it just really kind of lends to that creativity in the garden for sure.
Guys, next up, we've got Acer Palmatum Sister Jackie, a witch's broom or blessing that was found by Bob McCafferty. He's got a lot of what we often call, some of the Catholic series. You see some of the saints, you see sisters in their names. He even introduced trees like Babe's Dwarf and Jim's Memory. But he's found almost as many witch's brooms or more witch's brooms than Billy Schwartz. I'd have to get a number there to try to figure that out for sure. But some amazing, awesome, compact dwarf Japanese maples for the garden.
Yeah, I know this guy. I slowly started to kind of get a slow drip of these witch's brooms that Bob McCafferty has put out. And I'll say, man, this year the fall has just impressed me so much with these varieties. Hearing about them, seeing them, and then watching what they do, it makes me realize, why you guys are so interested in these varieties. I think that they just have a plethora of awesome habits and characteristics to them. This one is a beautiful fall color, kind of like a purplish kind of reds, and then kind of having that similar spring color of a really nice fuchsia as well.
Yeah, and the new growth flushes can be almost purple plum. This is a compact form. Sister Jackie will end up getting about 4 to 5 feet in height and 4 to 5 foot in width in 10 years. Makes a beautiful tree for containers. A great tree to put out there. And it's a super rare tree that we haven't offered much here. This is one of the first times it's getting listed here at MrMaple. So make sure you grab you one today.
We're not looking for no wrong trees. We got Acer Palmatum Right Fred. This is an awesome red reticulated variety. Kind of moving into some of those darker purples. Very, very upright.
Now, one of Talon Buckholz's good friends, his name is Fred. He's got a nursery there in Oregon. And Fred's Wild Dream was a tree that he liked and named after Fred. And same with Right Fred. Right Fred is a purple reticulated style that's got a good, strong, upright habit. It's got some deep, dark colors and a little bit of glossy sheen to the leaf. To me, this is a pretty cool, newer, ghost-like Japanese maple that's just really hitting the trade.
Yeah, I think I'm really excited to see this one as we go forward. I just put a big 10-gallon up on the hill, and it just kind of towers over everything else. I put it in the back of the hill to kind of let everything else in front kind of work its magic, and then it kind of extends the garden up. I cannot wait to watch this thing leaf out, man. That's going to be awesome.
Guys, next up, we've got a really cool weeping taxodium, weeping bald cypress. We've got falling water.
Yeah, this one of the first deciduous conifers I was introduced to. Some of the first videos I ever worked on were, at Tom Cox's garden. And that was my first exposure to this tree. Seeing this beautiful specimen that he has just kind of outstretched above the pond, watching it kind of crest that pond. Man, that was awesome. I can imagine during the fall time, that's a spectacle.
And this has that nice cascading habit. Being a deciduous conifer, it's a fun tree to have out there in the landscape. It's got the needles that make you think, conifer, but then those actually turn to a nice bronze in the fall and then drop their foliage. Bald cypress, they can handle those wetter places in the garden. So if you've got a wetter spot in the garden, they can handle a dry spot as well. They're very durable and drought resistant. But they can actually go in those spots where Japanese maples can't. And this can give you that weeping, cascading umbrella-like structure in that area, which is really beautiful and special. Bald cypresses will actually develop those knees that pop up too from the ground. And that gives it an extra, very unique appearance out there. I've seen some very unique things where people have taken those and painted little trolls and different things at the base of them to have like a little village underneath some of the bald cypress. It's kind of fun, kind of different. But Falling Water is named after the Frank Lloyd Wright house, which has those beautiful cascading waters. Frank Lloyd Wright, very famous guy in architecture, building homes. And this is named with that same kind of thing of that falling water.
Yeah, I think that one of my favorite uses of this in the garden has been the mass planting that we saw down in Nacogdoches, Texas. Dr. Creech, he loves this tree, man. And it was just kind of beautiful to see this giant tunnel that we followed Matt, Tim, and Dr. Creech through. And it's just kind of this magical thing. Obviously, that's going to take a little bit of time, but this is one you're going to be enjoying as it continues to grow and just develop its own personality.
Guys, next up, we've got Acer truncatum fire dragon.
Man, we got truncatums today, man. We got Taxodium dissecums. We got some other cool stuff too over there. But man, I know those Texas people, they're going to be saying, yes, man, we got some nice truncatums. Super heat-tolerant shantung maples, guys.
Shantungs are durable. They get out there fast. Once established, they can grow 2 to 3 feet of growth in a year. Now, most of your Acer truncatums go to a yellow in the fall. This is a selection by Keith Johansson that actually goes to a bright fire engine red, and that's where it gets the name of Fire Dragon.
Yeah, I mean, I just love seeing pictures of this one. I love seeing this in person. The truncatums, they're just such beautiful trees. I think they really provide an opportunity for those zone pushers out there that maybe, don't have the most area to have that prime Japanese maple location. Man, toss some of these in. I've seen truncatums in the parking lot of hotels that's just, straight asphalt, and you got these beautiful, lush truncatums sticking up from out of them, man. This is one, it's going to be able to handle whatever kind of heat you throw at them. And yeah, that fall color cannot be slept on.
Say you're in a hot area and you don't even have much shade in your garden. Plant you a truncatum out there. It will give you shade, and then you can come back later and plant Japanese maples in that shade that the Acer truncatum provides. Fire Dragon, it's a game changer for the super deep south, but you can be anywhere and enjoy the beauty, the vigor of Fire Dragon. It's got some amazing fall colors. It's a good fast grower out there. We've got a beautiful one over at Dr. Criticos' place that we got from Keith years ago. Guys, this is an amazing, beautiful shantung that you should have in your garden.
Guys, we got hybrids, we got truncatums, we got deciduous conifers, and now we got another hybrid, an Acer elegantium X, Johnny's Giant.
Johnny's Giant is a selection by Harold Johnston down in Alabama. It's extremely heat tolerant. It's a hybrid with the Acer elegantium, which is actually native to China. It is very vigorous in its upright habit. Goes some really nice yellows and oranges in the fall. Johnny's Giant, beautiful tree, as actually named after Harold Johnston's wife, Johnny.
Yeah, I mean, this is going to be a tree. If you're looking for something to get out there quick, this is 15 foot in 10 years. Now, in maple scale, that's pretty dang quick, man.
Yeah, grab you one of these extremely rare Acer elegantium hybrids today. Guys, it's not often we get to offer this. This is a beauty and a real special treat.
Yeah, I love that blush it kind of gets in the springtime, man. With that elongated lobes that it has, it just kind of looks like this, kind of like a little Grinch hand, man, which is, you know, perfect for that holiday season, man.
Guys, next up, we've got another first-time drop. We've got a selection by Dick Vandermatt, Acer palmatum Tirza.
Yeah, I just remember seeing this one, I think either earlier this spring or last spring, and it just blew me away with that kind of purple blushing it gets on that leaf. Something that I was kind of drawing some similarities between something like that Mystic Jewel we were talking about earlier. I think this is a really cool variety from Dick Vandermatt, man.
I love it because it reminds me of some of the stuff I like about Mila, but with a purple that then sort of goes to like a purple border. And so in the early spring, you get a purple glaze across the leaf, which is outstanding, with green veins that just sort of are vibrant. And then after that, you get a green Japanese maple with a purple edge to it. It is awesome. It is amazing. Dick Vandermatt, he passed away, but he's one of our good friends. He's a legend in maples, introducing a lot of really interesting, especially spring interest Japanese maples. And this one brings it in a unique way with some really awesome color.
Yeah, man. I have there's a couple routes I haven't gone down on the maple roots yet in those rabbit holes. Dick Vandermatt is one, you know, I've been kind of getting that drip on that too. And today I was looking through his website. Man, that guy's got some awesome stuff. And Tirza is no slouch, man. Like I said earlier, the pictures on this one are amazing. And Joe, you know, not many things, you know, wow Joe as much, man. But whenever he saw this, he's like, Tim, I need me one of these, man. Tim's like, whoa, hold up, man. We gotta get the numbers up on this guy. And guess what? Now we do, man.
Yeah, so this is our first drop of Acer palmatum Tirza here on MrMaple.com. One of the first times it's been released here in the United States. Guys, grab you a Tirza today. This is a really awesome tree. I know you're going to love it. Guys, we're really bringing the heat with some cool plants on this 10 at 10 with two trees so far. Two trees that have never been dropped before on Mr. Maple. Two Japanese maples. That's really hitting.
Yeah, man. I know it's like every week, if not every episode, for the past month, I feel like we've been dropping something new that's never hit the website. And I just think that's so awesome, man, to just be a part of that and seeing those crazy plants come through. But yeah, don't miss out on Tirza, guys. Man, we've been talking a lot about those newer Buckholz introductions, man. What about OG? Right here we got Acer palmatum First Ghost, guys.
It's the Ghost series that started them all. Talon tells the story. I got an interview on our Buckholz YouTube channel. You can go see us talk about the Ghost series of Japanese maples, where he talks about going and finding this as a sport, hovering above what he calls Bini Shikatsusawa. Aka Shikatsusawa is what we call it. It's the same cultivar. Just he believed that Bini was a better descriptor for the cultivar. Cultivar's been around since the 1700s, though, so I stick with the Aka name. Y'all, First Ghost, this is just a beautiful, beautiful, creamy white reticulated style with a really nice purple border in the early spring.
Yeah, I mean, First Ghost, it was one of the, you know, I've been talking about a lot of first, I feel like, but one of the first reticulated varieties I saw. And then it just kind of makes your heart kind of skip a beat whenever you see it during that springtime with that beautiful border and that dynamic white color. Slowly watching that kind of turn into that cream on green looking leaf is always amazing too. I just love the habits on all the Ghost series as well. You know, that semi-pendulous kind of wide spreading habit.
I think your 1 gallon shows that perfectly. And you can see this XL 1 gallon that Corbin's got versus the 1 gallon I've got. You can see how the branches sort of go up, but then arch outwards. So it's not a cascading variety, but the branches will arch outward as it goes upwards. creating more of a like shrub-like Japanese maple, but it's still an upright. So beautiful.
Yeah, I know. And as it gets older, I really think that semi-pendulous habit really helps kind of build this dynamic tree, kind of moving those lower branches as it kind of gets larger and larger, and just giving you a really nice canopy. It's going to take a little bit of time, man, but seeing this one up close is just so amazing. Going out there in that fresh spring and just looking at those beautiful leaves is something I love to do every single springtime on this one.
It's so crazy. He saw this one tree and said, that looks like a ghost up there. Grafted it, became first ghost. And then all of a sudden, next thing you know, he said, well, I've got this other tree I've already been evaluating. I'll call it Purple Ghost. And then it became the Ghost series. And it's because of First Ghost in this Ghost series that we often call reticulated style Japanese maples a ghost-like reticulation, or a ghost-like variegated Japanese maple. Game changer, really awesome plant, great container plant. So definitely grab you one for your garden.
A little bit of maple history right here, guys. I always got to say guys every time I'm introducing a tree, but Acer palmatum Shin hikasa, a beautiful variegated dwarf variety.
You could start off like, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, fans of all ages, Shin hikasa, now available at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on MrMaple. Y'all, I love the Higasayama styles. I love them. And when you get that with a tightly layering structure, that is amazing. Now, you may have the book by J.D. Veritrees. And in Veritrees' book, it says Shin hikasa equals Higasayama. That's wrong. That's one of the many errors. There's not a lot, but that's one of the errors in J.D. Veritrees' book. He saw and said, this is one that they've popularized for bonsai, meaning he saw it as a bonsai and it had a Higasayama style leaf. He thought someone had trained it to be so tight and dense. Shin hikasa is tight and dense naturally all by itself. Out there in the landscape, it stays smaller, compact, and has that bonsai-like structure, which has made it a very popular item for bonsai in Japan. But this is a dwarf Higasayama style. So it does have that reticulation where you see pinks and whites, creamy whites all across it. But I would consider it more in that Makawa-like structure because it stays denser and compact.
Yeah, I think that the Higasayama style of variegation is one of the most dynamic of the variegations. At first, I thought it was kind of simplistic, but then as we kind of go into each and every single different Higasayama style tree, you start to notice different infusions of color. You start to see different margins of variegation on them. And it's like weird because it's like the variegation has like sub-lobes inside of it, man. And I just love kind of the flame-like form that it makes on the leaf. And to have that in a dwarf variety where you can have it like right up next to the house, something that you can just get to walk by every single day is, I think, just so awesome, honestly.
Yeah, I love this. It's one of my favorite style Japanese maples. That compact form makes it easy to grow. I mentioned this being one of the few issues with Veritrees' book. We've been asked before by people that were saying that we should possibly write a book here at MrMaple. There's a book that's written by a collector in Japanese maples. There's Peter Gregory, who continued on J.D. Veritrees. If you think Matt and I should work on a book on Japanese maples, let us know in the comment section below. Something I've sort of been toying with, but haven't really jumped full into. Years ago, I tried to start writing a book with Tom Cox on Japanese maples, and he said, you know what? After working with you, I realized I don't know that much about them, so I don't want to write a book on Japanese maples with you anymore. So we sort of stopped part of the way through. We did the Acer japonicums and part of the way through the Acer bergerianums. But if you think we should work on a book on Japanese maples, let us know in the comments.
Man, that would be a thick book, man. I can imagine that's going to be a huge book. But yeah, guys, you don't even have to really wait on all that information because guess what? It's all over our YouTube. It's on our website, man. Tim has just, the book would just be a compilation of all that knowledge. But yeah, if you're really looking to dive into some awesome, cultivars, check out the cultivar highlight playlist. If you want to look at some awesome gardens, we got a walkthrough Wednesday, which is going to be, or a garden tours that we do, where we go out to, people around the country's gardens, walk around them, see how they implement all these beautiful trees in their landscape, and just kind of just experience that, man. And I think that's just, there's so much knowledge on our channel about maples, conifers, hydrangeas, man. I mean, we do it all, and it's so cool to be a part of it. And yeah, I'm happy to bring in this new year of trees with y'all, man.
Guys, let us know what you thought of this New Year's tent in the comment section below, y'all too. You know, some killer heat from Shin Hikasa, 2 items that we've never dropped before, some awesome things like Mystic Jewel, Falling Waters, y'all. Amazing 10 at 10 here. Y'all, make sure to jump in at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's when they get listed on MrMaple.com. Y'all, there's 10 of the 20 trees getting listed. You can check out your email for the other secret 10.
Take care.
God bless.
And have a great day.